Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace of Almighty Allah be with every one of us. Ameen. Today, inshallah, we are going to be looking at the topic adverbial clauses. Adverbial clauses. What is an adverbial clause? An adverbial clause is the kind of clause that behaves like an adverb. Since all adverbial clauses are subordinate clauses, the verbs they modify are found in the main clause of the sentence. An adverbial clause is the kind of clause that behaves like an adverb. Since all adverbial clauses are subordinate clauses, that is, the helping clauses, the verbs they modify are found in the main clause of the sentence. Kinds of adverbial clauses. Number one is adverbial clause of manner. The adverbial clause of manner describes the manner or the way the action and the verb was performed. It does this by answering the question how. The adverbial clause of manner describes the manner or the way the action and the verb was performed. It does this by answering the question how. Examples. Example 1. He persuaded the trader exactly as his father instructed him. He persuaded the trader exactly as his father instructed him. So this answers the question, how did he persuade the trader? Example 2. She went as though her life depended on it. She went as though her life depended on it. So this answers the question, how did she go? How did she go? Now, number 2, we have adverbial clause of concession. Adverbial clause of concession. An adverbial clause of concession is a kind of adverb that offers a statement which contrasts with the main idea. An adverbial clause of concession is a kind of adverb that offers a statement which contrasts with the main idea. It often starts with either of the following subordinating conjunctions, which could be though, although, even though, while, whereas, or even if. Examples. Example 1. Although I am not a fan of his, I can vouch for his honesty. Example 1. Although I am not a fan of his, I can vouch for his honesty. Example 2. Though we defeated our opponent in the bloody battle, we knew it was a narrow escape. Though we defeated our opponent in the bloody battle, we knew it was a narrow escape. The third one is adverbial clause of time. Adverbial clause of time. The adverbial clause of time indicates the time during which the action in the main clause occurred. The adverbial clause of time indicates the time during which the action in the main clause occurred. That is, this tells us the time an action was performed. It is usually introduced by such words as before, after, since, until, and when. Example 1 now. They prayed before the ceremony started. They prayed before the ceremony started. Example 2. She did not leave the house until the policeman arrived. She did not leave the house until the policeman arrived. Number 4, we have adverbial clause of degree. Adverbial clause of degree shows the degree of an action contained in the main clause. Shows the degree of an action contained in the main clause. Examples now. Example 1. It rained so much that the whole streets were flooded. It rained so much that the whole streets were flooded. So much that the whole streets were flooded typify the degree at which it rained. Example 2. The drum so hard that the ground shook. The drum so hard that the ground shook. So hard that the ground shook here typifies the degree at which they drummed. Number 5 now, we have adverbial clause of comparison. Adverbial clause of comparison. The adverbial clause of comparison contains a comparison of an idea found in the main clause. It is usually introduced by more than or than. Examples. Example 1. The house is more ancient than all the other houses I ever saw. The house is more ancient than all the other houses I ever saw. Example 2. The weather is colder here than it can ever be elsewhere. The weather is colder here than it can ever be elsewhere. Number 6 now. Adverbial clause of reason. Adverbial clause of reason. This indicates the reason for the action in the main clause. Usually, it is introduced by because, as, or since. Examples. Example 1. Since he did not have the transport fare, they had to leave him behind. Since he did not have the transport fare, they had to leave him behind. Example 2. I came here because I wanted to see you. I came here because I wanted to see you. Number 7 is adverbial clause of purpose. The adverbial clause of purpose is similar to the adverbial clause of reason. It is often introduced by in order that, so as to, and so that. Adverbial clause states the purpose for the action in the main clause. Examples. Example 1. I left so that he could concentrate on his studies. I left so that he could concentrate on his studies. Example 2. I gave him some money so that he could buy himself a decent lunch. I gave him some money so that he could buy himself a decent lunch. Number 8. Adverbial clause of result. This shows how one action produces a result that is reported in the subordinate adverbial clause. Adverbial clause of result shows how an action produces a result that is reported in a subordinate adverbial clause. Examples. Example 1. He fell, so the water spilled. He fell, so the water spilled. Example 2. He painted his face. He painted his face so that his face looked like a Greek mask. He painted his face so that his face looked like a Greek mask. The 9th now is adverbial clause of place. Adverbial clause of place. Adverbial clause of place indicates place. It is therefore introduced by where and wherever. Examples: a crowd gathered where the accident occurred. A crowd gathered where the accident occurred. Where the accident occurred typifies the clause of place. It tells us of the place we can find the crowd. Example 2. I will follow Tina wherever she goes. I will follow Tina wherever she goes. Wherever she goes typifies the clause of place. Students, inshallah, this is going to be the last of the kinds of adverbial clause discussed today. I pray Almighty Allah grant us more knowledge and understanding that would benefit us and makes us succeed in life. Ameen. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.